Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. This is going to be a top 10 of movies that you can watch right now on Netflix US for the month of February 2018. So let's get started. Number 10, 30 Days of Night. In an isolated Alaskan town that's plunged into darkness for a month each year, as the last rays of light fade, the town is attacked by a bloodthirsty gang of vampires, hell-bent on an uninterrupted orgy of destruction. Based on a graphic novel, this adds something new to the vampire genre, something we've never seen before. They've always been limited by their ability to go out in darkness. This kind of gives them an unlimited scope. They have 30 days in which to feast and ultimately destroy this world and just eat everybody that's there. It adds some new ideas to the genre we've not seen before. It has some fantastically artistic shots. I'm thinking specifically of the bird's eye view as the vampires initially attack the town. It's great, it's got some good performances, and it's a really fun vampire flick. Number 9, The Vault. Two estranged sisters are forced to rob a bank in order to save their brother. But this is no ordinary bank. It turns out that there is a subterranean vault that holds more than they bargained for. As the movie starts, it doesn't really get any points for originality. It starts off with this group of people going into a bank and ultimately robbing it, which you know is going to happen. Then it takes a little bit of a turn as it becomes a paranormal movie about this vault that holds 10 times as much money as they were expecting, but also a vengeful ghost who is quite happy to destroy these amoral people. It's an interesting take. It stars James Franco, who's always good. The movie doesn't quite land the way it should, but it's still a watch once and forget about type of movie. Number 8, Dallas Buyers Club. The story of Texas electrician Ron Woodruff and his battle with the medical establishment and pharmaceutical companies after being diagnosed as HIV positive. During his search for alternative treatments, he helped establish a way in which fellow HIV positive people could get access to his supplies. I really like Dallas Buyers Club. It's one of the best sort of Oscar-winning movies I've seen in recent years. It really drew me into the story. I loved Matthew McConaughey's performance. I think Jared Leto's performance was terrific also. And this tale that's hard to believe is true, but it really is. It offers a lot of drama, tense moments, unbelievable scenes, but a story that you can really buy into and really hope that Ron can get all these people the medication that they really need. Number 7, Lethal Weapon. A veteran policeman, Murtaugh, is partnered with a younger suicidal officer, Riggs. They both have one thing in common: hating working in pairs. Now they must learn to work with one another to stop a gang of drug smugglers. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover star in this fantastic buddy cop movie. Came out in 1987 when buddy cop movies were at their height, and this is one of the best ones with a great pairing. It had 3 sequels after it. It was that good a movie. Now, I love Lethal Weapon. It's written by Shane Black, one of the best writers of the time as well. It just has everything that you could possibly want in one of these kind of movies, and also as an extra treat, the other 3 are on Netflix as well, so you can check out the complete series if you want to, and I kind of suggest that you do that. It's well worth your time. Number 6, Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Captain Jack Sparrow finds the winds of ill fortune blowing even more strongly when deadly ghost pirates led by his old nemesis, the terrifying Captain Salazar, escape from the Devil's Triangle, determined to kill every pirate at sea, including Jack. Pirates of the Caribbean is a franchise that I kinda like. It's never been as good as that first one, and everyone has been ever decreasing returns since then, but it still has something. It's fantastic visuals. It is the character of Jack that we like. This one tries to imbue it with some new blood, some new characters that we can possibly carry on in the series, but it's got some good standout moments. May not be as good as the other pirates, but it's still a good swashbuckling adventure if that's what you're looking for. Number 5, The Conjuring. Based on the true story in 1971, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren are called upon to help the Perrons with their celestial disturbance. The disturbance inclines as the Warrens become closer to clearing the family's abnormalities. The Conjuring is one of my favourite bigger budget horror movies to come out in a longest while. It really does create this family unit that you buy into and you quite like, and it starts these paranormal moments that happen throughout the movie that start to build the creeps and the scares, and by the time it gets to the final third of the movie where it has this prolonged super tense sequence of the family being haunted as it gets to this climactic moment, it's absolutely terrific. I think The Conjuring is a fantastic movie. It's one that I don't watch often because it really creeps me out whenever I do. Number 4, National Treasure. Benjamin Franklin Gates descends from a family of treasure seekers who've all hunted for the same thing, a war chest hidden by the founding fathers after the Revolutionary War. Ben's close to discovering its whereabouts, as is his competition, but the FBI is also hip to the hunt. Oh man, I love National Treasure. I think it's one of the best sort of Indiana Jones type clones that ever came out. It almost rivaled that movie. It had a sequel as well, it was really good, and I just want part 3. I really do. Nicolas Cage is our Indiana Jones type character in this. There is the bad guy portrayed by Sean Bean, who's generally most of the time a bad guy. It is a great adventure directed by John Turteltaub. It has all these globe-trotting elements as they try to piece together different kinds of artefacts or like things like the Liberty Bell that actually are a big clue for our main hero in this one. I think this is a really fun movie. It's got great rewatchability as well, and it's just constantly a favourite of mine. Number 3, The Godfather Trilogy. When the ageing head of a famous crime family decides to transfer his position to one of his sons, a series of unfortunate events start happening to the family, and a war begins between the all well-known families, leading to insolence, deportation, murder and revenge, and ends with a favourable successor being finally chosen. The Godfather is a movie that you may have experienced. You've definitely heard of it. You may never have watched it. It's just one of these movies that you might get round to at some point. All 3 are on Netflix, and I can recommend checking out all 3. We know the problems with the final one. It's not as good as the other 2. The first 2 are masterpieces of movie making that tell this saga, this story that is so compelling, so disruptive and disturbing, but so engrossing. I think it's definitely worth your time, and you have to experience the story of Michael Corleone, as well as the other characters that perpetrate these movies. Terrific trilogy, and yeah, check them out, even part 3. Number 2, 47 Meters Down. 2 sisters vacationing in Mexico are trapped in a shark cage at the bottom of the ocean. With less than an hour of oxygen left and great white sharks circling nearby, they must fight to survive. Okay, so it may not be one of the most glamorous movies on this list, but it is fun, it is entertaining, but it's definitely one that you must switch off your brain before starting to watch. It's a popcorn flick, and in that fact, it does very well at it. It creates some tense scenes. Like I said, just don't bring logic into this thing. It's pretty fun, it's a good survival tale, and it's nice to see this real-time environment as how they're trying to escape this predicament that the girls are put into. And number 1 is Super Dark Times. Teenagers Zach and Josh have been best friends their whole lives, but when a gruesome accident leads to a cover-up, the secret drives a wedge between them and propels them down a rabbit hole of escalating paranoia and violence. Super Dark Times was a movie that creeped up on me while I was watching it. I didn't expect it to affect me as much as it did, but watching the relationship of Zach and Josh really just break down throughout this movie got to me. These are 2 people that experience something so traumatic that shouldn't really happen to them, that the pressure of covering it up gets to them as well. How it affects their small town gets to them, changes them, makes them people that they may not want to be. It is a really affecting tale. It's not one of these fun-filled movies where you're going to walk away feeling as if you've experienced something joyful. It's bleak, it's dark, it's self-destructive, but it really captures an id of this moment. I love the performances in the movie that really gave the characters pathos, and these young actors do particularly well. I think it's a movie that may pass you by, but shouldn't. You should definitely check this out. So that's my 10 movies for you to watch in February 2018 in Netflix US. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if there's anything missing from my list, let me know in the comment box. Or if there's anything that you really enjoyed, just let me know, and I'll see you next month.